Yeah, but he smoked the tires twice today.
What?
Smoked the tires twice today.
All right, folks, welcome to the National Sandrag News live feed from the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. NSDN live stream this weekend presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Here we go, first qualifier of the day, but Q2 for Pro Mod Unlimited. It's going to be Derek Balkunis in the Larry Minor Motorsports Jeep in the near lane and Jimmy DePass in the far lane. For Derek Balkunis over here on the left side, and it looks like a 2700. Is that right, Joey? 270 with a 0 for Jimmy DePass. Wow, that is one leg of a record right there. So 270 for Jimmy DePass and 277 for Derek Balkunis. The best couple passes we've seen in this class in a while. Wow. What a way to kick off this version of this round of the NSDN live stream. Again, we're here at Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California with 300-foot sand drag racing. We are in Sportsman 2. Round 2 elimination with Wes Johnson over here in the near lane and Chris Adamson in the far lane. What exactly happened there, because we had a pro tree on that, so this may actually be a time shot for the Larry Minor Jeep class as we come up with the next pair. Yeah, that's exactly this is the time trial pass for the Larry Minor Jeep shootout. Chris Cutron, well, actually no, that's Justin Adamson. Chris Cutron Jeep in the near lane. Johnson driving his brother Wes's Jeep over the far lane. Wow, Justin Adamson goes 009. And Chris's Jeep 009 on 414. 4:37 for Charlie Johnson and his brother Wes's Jeep on the far side. So I guess that was a couple cleanup time trial passes for the Larry Meyer Jeep Shootout tonight. So to recap, we are here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the Southern California Sand Drag Association Mayhem at Soboba event. This weekend's NSDN live stream is presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Fortunately, our banner is getting a little loose over here, so we'll work on that a little bit. Big thanks to the Good Vibrations Motorsports folks, high performance mail order, specializing in blown alcohol applications. And they have pretty much anything you need for high performance and drag racing wise. So big shout out to Good Vibrations Motorsports. They, along with several other, are sponsored our daily race coverage this weekend. So big thanks to Good Vibrations Motorsports, Hammer Down Racing, Dennis Reich, Morris Family Racing, Rialto Trophy, MPC Racing, Mark Ratliff, Kevin Williams Racing, and Flirting with Disaster, Kenny Hayes. So big thanks to all those folks that made the coverage happen this weekend. So where we are in the program right now, we got the Q2 qualifying session in for the heads up cars a little while ago. They'll be back at around 4:30, and right now we're in the middle of Sportsman Eliminations. So we're into round 2 of Sportsman 2. So we just did second round of Sportsman 1, and then we'll finish out the second round cycle with Sportsman 2, and then both Motorcycle Sport 1 and Motorcycle Sport 2. So we're gonna stay live here for probably about a half hour or so, see what's going on. You guys can enjoy some Sportsman action over there. Hey, we got some folks waving at us across the track there. They're live over there. All right. So yeah, we're Jeff Liston over there and Pete Shank, Vegas Racers over there. So anyways, so we're getting ready for Sportsman 2, second round. You just saw the Pro Mod Jeeps came around for their second qualifying session. Jimmy DePass ran at 270. That's a leg on the A Pro Jeep world record, which is 275. So they'll have to back that up by the end of the weekend. And Derek Balkunis went 277. So. The second qualifying session in the heads-up classes earlier, Jim Hammond lowered his pass from last night. He ran at 249 last night, went 248 earlier today. So another really strong run, the April's Dream Top Alcohol car. Pedro Villa ran at 257 in the Express, ran 55 last night, so he's the number 2 qualifier in Top Alcohol. Top Eliminator Paul Taylor went to the top of the sheet in the 295 index class. He went 297. Jim Rossi went 298 to go to the number 2 spot. So those two are at the top of the list. We have 10 cars on the qualifying sheet now in Top Eliminator, 295 class. The A field class, Fast Fours guys, they had a rough qualifying session. No real full passes. Everybody getting their cars sorted out for the weekend. So they'll be back here in a little bit. Like I said, 4:30 California time will be the next qualifying session for those guys. Starting to dry out pretty good. The wind is kicking up. It's probably about 70, 72 degrees out here right now. Pretty steady crosswind down at the finish line. big shout out to everybody checking in. What's happening? Billy Morris going by. Morris Family Racing Team. Billy and Brad checking things out. Hey, he's got the Lucas Oil colors this weekend.
Yes, sir, Tom.
Tell us a little bit about the Lucas deal.
Well, we got real fortunate with Tom Wagner giving us a lot of support this year with our Lucas Oil products, and man, it's been working out great. We're really happy with the performance of the motor. Everything's looking good. I think we're going to have something real close for our next qualifying run.
Yeah, these guys just missed the index run 294.8 in the last session. Hey, you guys have done it before, sneaked it in towards the end of qualifying, so.
I think we're going to be all right. We got 2 more shots at it. I think Eddie and the boys are going to get it close.
Right on. Well, hey, good luck. Go get them, Billy.
Thanks, Tom.
Billy Morris, $2 bill. Morris Family Racing Team. Picking up a little Lucas Oil sponsorship here for the rest of the season, so pretty cool deal. So to recap, we are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the Southern California Sand Drag Association Mayhem at Soboba event. We are 300-foot sand drag racing. A big shout out to our friends at Good Vibrations Motorsports, the presenting sponsor of the NSDN live stream this weekend. We had kind of a chaotic morning today. We had a couple incidents on track. Both racers are just fine, but kind of a weird weekend here. We had Craig Marks crash last night, which was just terrible, but a good outcome. Craig just sore. He's back here at the track, and everything checked out okay at the hospital, so good deal for Craig, and pretty rough deal last night. So anyways, everybody's okay, and we're going back racing. This is Sportsman 1, actually. Sportsman 1, I believe this is the semis. We got the 759, I believe that's Gary Sakaguchi on the far side. We got Kevin Williams. 398 to dial for Kevin. Harlan in at 370. That covers the sensors when the water truck runs was over the sensors, so he was not able to stage. So not a good deal there, unfortunately. They'll come back and rerun that. California area. See some old school water pumper style action there. So he'll be back. Him and Kevin will run again and figure out what's going on. So here comes Sportsman 2, as I've talked about here for a little bit. Les Gilmore Jr. over in the far lane. First time that Les has raced. They had Les regular competitor out here, but he'll be facing off with Paul Graham, the excavator, jumping into Tim Larson this weekend. Going to Sportsman Racing. And the final verdict, 417 the dial for Paul and a 450 for Les over on the far side. And the win light to Les Gilmore Jr. 033 in the tree, 458 on that 50 dial. So Les Gilmore Jr. moving to the next round. It's up 216, a leftover truck over there. Ardita Racing team over there, up against Dave Huffman. That's Larry Miner Motorsports Built Jeep. .437 the dial for Huffman, and Partita with a 505 dial. Oh, Farlane takes the win. Huffman had about a tenth of a second on the starting line, but not sure what happened at the other end. Farlane, it's Regina Partita behind the wheel, takes the win. Up next, Skip Valpunas. Beautiful copper colored Larry Miner Motorsports Built Jeep. Up against Bob Schaefer, Volkswagen powered buggy. Turns at 060 red. The win light to Bob Schaefer over on the far side. Move on to the next round. Next up, we Stan Priest on the far side. 83 Jeep. Red Jags are over here. Over here on the left side, 027 light for 436 on the 427 dial. Going on to round 3. Kyle's behind the wheel. Okay, thanks for the update there. Wasn't sure who was behind the wheel today. Kyle Hensley moving to the next round. Next is going to be Greg Tunget. The Purdue team over there. Against Austin Thomas. Austin is Grandma Fern's Jeep there. And the win light to Austin Thomas, 430 on a 428 dial. He's moving on to the next round. Austin's been on his game today. He dialed in 28, he went 29 first round with a 30 there. So that wraps up round 2 of Sportsman 2. Now it should be time to run the bikes. Motorcycle Sport 1 and Motorcycle Sport 2. Oh, we're going to do the rerun here for Sportsman 1. It's going to be Kevin Williams, here in the near lane against, I believe it's Gary Sakaguchi on the far side. To the far side, 390, 81 miles an hour. Kevin Williams went 062 red. And I believe that was Gary Sakaguchi moving on to the next round. Actually, that'd be the final, and he will face Kevin Cambridge in Sportsman 1. I see activity over here, so we're gonna clean the track and come back with the motorcycle classes, ATV categories. So to recap, we are here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the Southern California Sandjag Association Mayhem at Soboba event. You are watching the National Sandjag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Be sure to go to goodvibesracing.com or look up Good Vibrations Motorsports on Facebook. They specialize in blown applications, but they have pretty much anything high performance mail order, so be sure to check out that. Anything from safety equipment, chassis components, lots of odds and ends. They are an Enderly authorized distributor. So if you have fuel injection needs, be sure to call up Good Vibrations Motorsports. So we're in the middle of the day here on Saturday, grinding through Sportsman Eliminations. The rest of the day looks like they're going to finish up the Sportsman Eliminations, Sportsman brackets, and then we will go to, I believe it'll be the next qualifying session for the heads-up cars. And then we'll get into the Pro Bracket Gambler tonight. There'll be a Pro Car Gambler, and then there'll be a Sportsmanship ATV Gambler, as well as the Larry Minor Jeep Shootout. Big shout out to Larry Minor Motorsports, for putting up the purse for that deal. If you have a Larry Minor Motorsports built Jeep, you are eligible for it. $2,000 to win, $500 for second, put up by the man himself, Larry Minor. There's quite a few of them that are here this weekend. Quite a few of the guys that they dune with that don't normally come to the track showed up. So, pretty cool deal. And then we'll have the final qualifying session for the heads-up cars later tonight. So they still have a round at like 4:30, and I think the last session's around 7. We'll try to go live for the night session tonight. See how things work out. But a big shout out to everybody watching on the live feed. I see some folks from all across the country tuning in. Some folks from Missouri, out here in California. Give us a, if you're watching, tell us where you're watching from. Be kind of cool. Hey, tractors aren't moving. So I think we're going to run something else before we clean the track. It's the buy run. Sportsman won by. Kevin Cambridge. Driving his dad Bob's car this weekend. I believe he's running in Sportsman and Pro in this car. Bob's won a lot of races in this car. And he points champion out here in the West Coast. Right there. Kevin doing a really good job in the car. Kevin knocks down an 050 bulb, goes 390, 77 miles an hour to move on to the next round. That car, that was on motor. That car runs like 330s on the bottle, so they'll be running Pro 1 tomorrow with the juice turned on. Running it on motor in the Sportsman category today, so good to see Kevin Cambridge going around, and he'll be back for the final round against Gary Sakaguchi. Clean the track, come back with some ATVs. There should be 3 left in the Motorcycle Sport 1 class, and then I'm not sure what the number is on Motorcycle Sport 2. They're getting down to it. So we are here in San Jacinto, California, in the valley, as you can see, mountains surrounding us here. Mountains all the way around. Checking things out. There's Mr. Craig Mark going for a walk. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, you too.
Oh, man. Craig had a wild ride last night. We're here on the live feed, and we are just glad to see you up and walking around, stretching out a little bit.
Yep, thank you.
Oh, man, that was a ride and a half. Yeah, what a ride, Craig. But that thing was on a mission.
Yeah.
Ran 2:59 on that. That was crazy. We're glad to see Craig's A-okay and out and about, and really scary moment, but hey, we're glad to see our friends okay, and he'll be back at it again for sure. So here we are, getting ready to bring the next class out. I'm gonna clip this live stream clip right now, and we'll come back here in a little bit for the next round and the finals. I'm probably gonna get, if I try to stay live through the rest of it, Facebook has a time limit on it. So we'll be back here in probably about 20 minutes or so, and catch up with the final round of the video. So thanks everybody for tuning into the NSDN live stream. And like I said, probably about 20 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes, we'll be back live here. Thanks guys.